Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the United States Collegiate Athletic Association Small College World Series Selection Show. My name is Matt Sims, and I'm the Executive Director of the USCAA. Tonight, we're joined by small college student athletes, families, and fans as they wait with anticipation to see who will be invited to the 2021 Small College World Series, presented by the city of Du Bois, Pennsylvania. We're so thrilled to be returning to action with our spring small college national championships. These are the first events back since the COVID pandemic struck us in March of 2020. The pandemic has forced us all to make many changes in our lives and at work. And for the USCAA, we have had to adjust and make changes as well. This selection show is part of those changes. This is the first time that we have come live to you during these selections. And while we lose some production value, we gain the opportunity to share some of the reactions from our teams across the country. Before we begin our selections, let's preview this year's Small College World Series, featuring the top 8 programs from around the USCAA. The tournament kicks off Sunday, May 16th with our opening ceremonies, featuring the softball and baseball home run derbies, mixed with the presentation of the National All-Academic, All-American, Coach of the Year, and Student Athlete of the Year awards, followed by our Player of the Year award selection. And it's capped off with an outstanding fireworks show from the city of Du Bois. Heindel Memorial Field is the home site for the 2021 Small College World Series. Located in Du Bois, Pennsylvania, the facility features grandstand, bleacher, and berm seating for over 1,200 people, in addition to 2 luxury VIP suites. The championships will be broadcast online with professional game production, with a booth behind home plate to include first-class operations with PA announcer, scoreboard operator, digital board for game atmosphere, music operator, and official scorekeeper. The final touches to the first-class experience for our student athletes provided by the city of Du Bois are the rock waterfall in right field and an unrivaled digital display in left for our player introductions. The opportunity to compete in a national championship is a special experience, one that should be celebrated. Let's take a look now at those that will be competing for a national championship this year at the Small College World Series. Coming in as the #1 seed for the first time in program history, from Hialeah, Florida, the Conquistadors of Florida National University. At 24-13, the Conquistadors will be led on the mound by Natasha Trujillo. Offensively, opponents will have to watch out for Gabriella Hay, who ranks 4th in the association with 28 RBIs on the season. Next up is our #2 seed in this year's Small College World Series. That will be the Owls from the Mississippi University for Women. The W from Columbus, Mississippi come into this year's series at 16-12 amidst a very difficult Southern schedule. They will be very strong offensively. As a team this season, Mississippi University for Women has 127 RBI. They also have tons of speed on the bases, led by Jessica Deming, who has 18 stolen bases on the season. Coming in as our 3 seed in 2021, from Terre Haute, Indiana, St. Mary of the Woods College. Amidst a difficult NAIA schedule this season, the Pomeroys are 16-16. A perennial powerhouse, they rank high in the USCAA in both RBI and stolen bases. A player to watch is Jocelyn Kahn on the bases. She has 18 stolen bases this season. St. Mary of the Woods is led offensively by Josie Lord, who hit .386 with 23 RBIs and 11 runs this season. At this time, we're going to announce the 4, the 6, and the 7 seeds, as each of these seeds will be impacted by this weekend's Penn State University Athletic Conference tournament. Each of these seeds will be filled by one of 3 selected teams from the PSUAC. The first at-large selection from the Penn State University Athletic Conference is Penn State Du Bois. Du Bois will have home field advantage in this year's national championship, playing half of their regular season games at Heindel Memorial Field. With an impressive 24-9 record, the boys was the top team in the West going into this year's conference tournament. They are led by All-American candidate Lizzie Scott, who has the leading ERA in the country of 1.18. Next up, from the PSUAC in this year's tournament, from Media, Pennsylvania, the Lions of Penn State Brandywine. Brandywine entered the PSUAC tournament as the #1 seed with a 17-5 record. As a program, they ranked second in the association in batting average at an outstanding .357. Destiny Brophy leads the offensive attack for Brandywine, hitting over 400 with 24 RBIs and 22 runs this year. The third and final at-large selection from the PSUAC, Penn State Mont Alto, out of Mont Alto, Pennsylvania. The Lions of Mont Alto came into the conference championship at a 19-7 mark. Keep an eye out on McKenna Sass, who is second in the USCAA in batting average at .506 and RBIs with 32. Brooklyn Wagner and Kirsten Dell are both solid pieces to this offensive juggernaut as well. Jumping back now to our #5 seed in the Small College World Series, another perennial favorite from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Carlow University. The Celtics of Carlow had an outstanding second half to the season, behind tons of power. Carlow had the most home runs in the USCAA this year, topped by Morgan Nedley, who had 5, along with 23 RBIs and 17 runs. She's joined by Madison Lampy, who had solid offensive production and led the country in stolen bases with 21. Carlow will match up against the #4 seed, either Penn State Du Bois, Mont Alto, or Brandywine. And now with 7 teams decided, we now jump to the 8th seed and the final spot in the 2021 Small College World Series, which is a contingent bid based on the outcome of the PSUAC championship. Right now, Penn State Du Bois, Mont Alto, and Brandywine, who have all been selected, are in the running for the PSUAC title, along with Penn State New Kensington. As long as Penn State Du Bois, Mont Alto, or Brandywine capture that title, the last and final bid will go to a first-time participant, DeUville College, out of Buffalo, New York. The St. Bernards are led at the plate by junior utility player Maddie Pepke, who in her over 100 appearances at the plate had 47 hits and scored 26 runs this year. Either DeUville or Penn State New Kensington, if they win the PSUAC, will match up against the #1 team in the USCAA in the first round, Florida National University. Fans can follow the scores for the PSUAC tournament throughout the weekend at the USCAA.com or PSUACsports.com. That tournament will take place on Sunday and Monday to determine the last and final spot in the Small College World Series. With the teams now decided, let's take a look at the tournament schedule. In the opening round, #1 Florida National University matches up against #8 DeUville or PSU New Kensington if they win the PSUAC. #2 Mississippi University for women will match up against the 7th seed from the PSUAC. #3 St. Mary of the Woods College will match up against the #6 seed, which will be the runner-up in the PSUAC. And #4, which will be the PSUAC champion, if not New Kensington, will match up against #5 Carlow University. The complete schedule of times will be set following the conclusion of the PSUAC tournament on Monday. We ask fans to follow all of the action of the Small College World Series by visiting smallcollegeworldseries.com or the USCAA.com and clicking on championships. The tournament site will be updated live with scores, stats, and news from around the tournament. You can also watch all games live on the Small College World Series website by clicking the Watch Live link at the top. If you're interested in attending the Small College World Series, visit the website and click on Buy Tickets or go directly to uscaa.ticketleap.com. Currently, Pennsylvania is allowing up to 50% occupancy. While tickets may be sold at the gate, we do encourage you to buy them online to guarantee your admittance on site. The USCAA will be doing our part to keep our Tier 1 student athletes and participants safe, including testing prior to travel, distancing from fans and Tier 2 and Tier 3 individuals, as well as the cleaning of dugouts and touch points in between all games. For questions about the tournament, email info@theuscaa.com or contact our Virginia offices at 757-706-3756. Thank you for joining us for the 2021 Small College World Series Selection Show. We look forward to seeing you all in the city of Du Bois for the 2021 USCAA Small College World Series National Championships presented by the city of Du Bois. Thanks again for joining us, and good night.